Storm Tracker Steve from the Chattanooga Weather Desk, and I hope each and every one of y'all are having a wonderful and safe Thursday, or actually a wonderful and safe Wednesday. We have plenty of sunshine today, relatively beautiful day. Really enjoyed it, and as we work our way well in through almost the early parts of the weekend, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. But right now, I hope that you're enjoying your Wednesday so far. It has been a very perfect day indeed. Okay, let's go and talk about what is expected as far as my headlines is concerned. Once again, I did noticeably I put severe weather expected or possible for Ohio, Tennessee, Illinois, Missouri, Indiana, Arkansas, all those places experiencing some of the severe weather right now. And I will get to that video right about now, actually, and show you what's going on. We have a very large storm system. It's a stationary boundary. It goes anywhere across the Ohio Valley, back over near Kansas, where you see that really large upper swirl at cyclonic low pressure system. Now, further off to the south is a dry line of Kansas there. It stretches anywhere from Texas all the way on up into the Texas Panhandle. Then you have a very strong cold front that is kind of leading in behind that dry line. And what that dry line is doing is it's keeping the drier and cooler air separated from the very hot, warm, moist air. And within that, with the separation of the air masses, you'll intend to get some storms kind of firing right to left on each side of the dry line, and that's what really causes uh, the moisture to really build and becomes rapidly developing severe thunderstorm potential. So we have a lot of that going on right now. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and look at the current system and kind of give you an idea of what is going on currently. Again, there you've seen the dry line and the strong cold front. As you can see here, here's the outflow boundary across Kentucky and down through Arkansas. Kind of staying stationary right now. It may affect parts of the northern Tennessee Valley a little bit late tonight, such as parts of northeast Tennessee on up in through the Ohio Valley region. But really kind of expecting things to stay quiet and with mostly just partly cloudy skies as we work our way through the overnight hours tonight and in through at least a good part of our Thursday. So it's going to be relatively quiet. However, along and ahead of the system, we have a lot of warm, moist air surging northward, and that alone is going to be the setup and mechanism for the potential for the severe weather that is going to be unfolding pretty soon. And like I said, I'll be getting more into the details here momentarily. Want to go ahead and look at the latest lightning data, the national lightning. This is one of my favorite tools I love to track severe weather with. Lightning in most cases right now currently showing quite a bit of activity that goes anywhere across Virginia to West Virginia and parts of Kentucky back over into Missouri and parts of the Kansas area on down into Oklahoma and Texas. Now, if I can animate the image, you'll see the lightning pushing its way off and staying well to the north with maybe a couple of those lightning strikes getting into a good large part of the southeast parts of Kentucky around the Jackson area, but more staying off into the Ohio Valley back to the west. I don't expect to see much of anything from that system to affect Tennessee. Now, there might be an isolated shower or thunder shower later tonight, mainly for Virginia border, Tennessee border, but that's really about it. Not really expecting too much from that storm system at all. Now, going into the U.S. National Radar site, this is where the warnings and everything lines up. We've got a couple of tornado warnings right now moving into Oklahoma at this point. Notice that very large explosive. Notice I said the right to left development. Look at that right there. We got the dry line that's separated these two areas of precipitation, as you can see, and along with running along the moist air boundary, We're seeing a lot of showers and thunderstorms explode anywhere from Texas on up into Kansas. While further off toward the more off to the east southeast, we have nothing but a few showers, rumble of thunder anywhere along southwest Texas into parts of Oklahoma. But now, once you get into the Ohio Valley through Kentucky, down parts of Illinois, and then through Indiana, there are some severe weather warnings, a couple of flash flood warnings. But the good news is there's no tornado threat with that. So that's the good news. But that will be expected to change as we work away in the next couple of days. And again, I'll have an update on that most likely here in a few minutes, and I'll kind of break things down for you and give you a real good perspective as of to what is going on for sure. Let's look at temperatures right now. This is the current temperatures that we're dealing with. 81 degrees in south part up near Skyline, Alabama. 82 in Huntsville, Alabama. Very warm day. 84, believe it or not, here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 84 degrees. So we're extremely warm and humid. While further into northeast Tennessee, Bristol, you're at 76. 80 degrees in Knoxville. 82 in Nashville. 82 back over into Memphis, and 80 degrees in Paducah, Kentucky. Now, notice where all that severe weather is happening. You've got upper 70s, mid 70s, some lower 80s there, and in between 83 and 85 degrees here. So anywhere along this, where the cool air versus warm air setting, that's where the severe weather has developed. And not only that, but some very strong moist dew points as well. Now, let me talk about the main feature here and kind of give you an idea of what's going on with my forecast. Now, a lot of you all are sure getting confused as to what really is fixing to go on here. While there may be a couple of showers or thunderstorms from northeast Tennessee late tonight, I'm not really expecting the activity to affect anywhere closer to where it should be. It should all stay well to the north of us, while there appears to be some stronger showers and thunderstorms fire here as early as Friday morning. Now, we're looking anywhere from Texas to West Tennessee along the Tennessee River on up into parts of Kentucky. That's where the setup seems to be taking place here for 2 a.m. on Friday. Now, there could be a few storms kind of firing between Thursday and Thursday night, but mainly the main feature should not arrive until about Friday. And as I zoom on a little bit closer here, you'll see that once again, as I posted on Facebook, and I'm kind of giving you an update now, there you see that storm system once again kind of getting started. Not really too much going on with it, but some showers and thunderstorms nonetheless developing Texas to the Tennessee River. And I would say they'll get more than likely very strong as we work our way through Friday, late Friday morning into Friday afternoon. And again, more details on that very, very shortly. Looking into the latest composite reflectivity, this is kind of gives an idea of like radar that's going on now, where you see the showers and thunderstorms in Kentucky. It's picking that up on this little model here. Now, what's going to happen with that is it's going to start falling apart within the next 6 hours. I don't expect to see much of anything except maybe a few isolated showers or storms across northeast Tennessee, the mountains there. And this is going into 5 p.m., which is past that point. So we're not really expected to see much of anything because it's been pretty quiet so far. And going into 8 p.m., like I said, a few of those storms may affect parts of northeast Tennessee, with a couple of thunder showers developing over maybe parts of Alabama, and that's near 11 p.m. tonight, but mostly staying on the quiet side through the overnight hours. What the main feature we'll be watching runs anywhere along the Ohio Valley down through Oklahoma. We're looking at maybe a longer event here between today and Thursday. This is where the severe weather, the main feature of severe weather appears to be. So, I would say anywhere from Illinois, Iowa, back over into central, southeast, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma there, Texas, and then kind of loops around with that big bodily area. That's where the showers and thunderstorms will mostly take effect, and that's where I'm expecting most of the severe weather to start off at. And there again, there you see all that line picking up along with those isolated stronger storm cells, some of them becoming supercells and then kind of stays that way through at least Thursday morning. This is 8 a.m. on Thursday morning. Showers and storms anywhere from the Ohio Valley down through the Tennessee River Valley. And then, really, as we get into Thursday late in the late afternoon, we might see a few scattered storms around 2 p.m. or so around Middle Tennessee, back over into West Tennessee. But again, that these storms will start to really lose their intensity a little bit later on, while there's a bigger system and setup that's going to be setting up at about for Friday. So maybe some scattered showers, a few storms on with a few isolated pockets of severe or strong storms possible. Really, the bigger event is going to start setting up here at 11 p.m. on Thursday. Now, notice this is a very large updated line here. Notice I told you it would strengthen, and there you see it kind of strengthening along the model runs. So we're talking anywhere from eastern Illinois down to southwestern Illinois, and then on down to Arkansas. This line will start picking up in intensity. And notice as it gets into the Tennessee River, still holding on very true, anywhere from Paducah, Kentucky, down into northwest Tennessee, down in Arkansas, perhaps northeast Texas there, showers and thunderstorms, a few of those intense, possibly some tornadoes along this line. As we go into Friday at 5 a.m. in the morning, showers and thunderstorms will start affecting parts of the Tennessee River Valley. This is where I think the tornado threat will be on Friday morning, most likely. And this is getting into about 5 a.m. or so Eastern Daylight Time. So anywhere from Kentucky, northern parts of central Kentucky, back over into Arkansas and northeast Texas. That's where we'll start seeing the majority of that severe weather take place. And again, a very dangerous day is possible here as we work our way through late Thursday into Friday, from Nashville to Memphis, back down into Arkansas. This is where I would expect the largest tornadic storms to be possible. Now, as we work our way through Friday, this is 8 a.m. on Friday morning. A very busy day on Friday morning. Showers, scattered thunderstorms, some perhaps getting very strong, anywhere from perhaps southeast Kentucky down through middle Tennessee and into Memphis, Tennessee. That's these supercells. They're going to be long track from southwest to northeast. And what appears to be the main threat here is going to be more of a damaging wind and hail threat. The tornado threat is there, but mostly anywhere from the Ohio Valley down in through Texas, western Tennessee River. That's where most of the action will be. And then perhaps getting more isolated to scattered tornadic activity anywhere along the Mississippi River Valley on up in perhaps Nashville and western parts of Knoxville. Then as we work our way into 11 a.m. on Friday, the showers and thunderstorms hold true. Very long track still, only this time moving into Nashville, Alabama, and then working its way in through Chattanooga, Knoxville, and Bristol, Tennessee. So it looks like showers and thunderstorms through 11 a.m. And then that area of showers and thunderstorms continues on, and perhaps more of a squall line event with some isolated supercells, possibly a couple of tornadoes along the squall line. So to break it down for you, I'm almost done, but just to give you a legitimate breakdown, this is kind of what I'm anticipating. This is why SPC is putting this update out like they are, and I wouldn't be surprised to expect some further changes along the way with this updated outlook. There is a tornado watch anywhere from Texas, Oklahoma, and perhaps Kansas, while a tornado watch is indeed also up there near Kentucky. And there are quite a few tornado warnings as well, but I'm not going to get into that right now. What I do want to get into is the threat of severe weather once again. Setup is pretty well taking place. It's very mature now along central parts of the plains, kind of extending through northern Kentucky. And as you can see, SPC has done a very awesome job with the tornado risk continuing through the plains today. And then as we work our way into Thursday night, and I want to say Friday, this is what I kind of told you here for late Thursday night and early Friday. Tornado threat good anywhere from the Ohio Valley down through parts of the western Tennessee Valley area and through northeast Texas, according to the NAM models for now. And then as the storms move more off to the east, the tornado threat should hold together some, but more of an isolated sense. And this is along the slight risk area. Once you get into the slight risk area, we're talking a little bit more weaker instability, stronger warm air, but weaker instability indeed. And this goes anywhere from Pennsylvania down through Nashville and into perhaps parts of Texas as the squall line continues. And really expecting these storms to kind of hold on and then rebuild as we go in through Saturday for the Carolinas. So a bit of a dangerous day for both Thursday night into Friday. We're looking at some tornadoes, some perhaps strong, more along the enhanced risk area. As you can see, there is a 45% risk of severe weather for Nashville to 30% risk of severe weather closer to where we are here in Chattanooga, with more of a lesser risk of severe weather expected anywhere from Knoxville, perhaps Cleveland, down and through maybe a good portion of Alabama. But the main feature is going to be along this scenario. It's going to be along that strong front. And am I saying things could change? Very much so. So what you want to do is you want to stay tuned to No Weather Radio. Your No Weather Radio, make sure you have one handy. And again, this is kind of talking about the risk for Thursday evening and perhaps continuing to Friday. So we're going to keep an eye on that real close as we go into Friday. I'm just kind of curious. Let me see what it says for Friday morning here in the day 3 outlook. Okay, let's see what it says. Okay, yeah, they're definitely calling for a weaker tornado threat, but still warranting perhaps possibly some moderate damaging winds along with some isolated hailstones. So everything looks good forecast-wise. And as you can see, that appears true from the Carolinas to Texas and into parts of eastern extreme Tennessee. Stay tuned to Chattanooga Weather Desk, and I'll keep you updated. For now, expect a quiet night tonight. Could be some scattered isolated storms tomorrow. I will update that in the forecast as we work our way through the rest of the evening. But for now, don't worry too much about storms. Keep your eye on the No Weather Radio. Listen to the local National Weather Service, and I'm sure what will come up. If anything else comes up, I will definitely let you all know for sure. This is not going to be a widespread tornado outbreak by any means for Knoxville to Cleveland to Chattanooga, but still in a sense could be some isolated tornadoes possible, but more in a smaller sense. I'm expecting more of a very large hail and damaging wind threat, but still those damaging winds can cause lots of problems. So make sure if you're in any mobile homes, make sure to try to get out of those. Those things can easily overturn, especially if they're tied down. Doesn't matter if they're tied down or anchored down. They can still break and they can still overturn with just the slightest strong and overdrafted winds that may come across. So just keep your eye on No Weather Radio. Remain calm. Don't pay attention to too much hype out there. Just because I'm saying severe weather outbreak, that does not mean tornado outbreak. A severe weather outbreak can mean several things. Large hail in a widespread sense to scattered sense. We're talking possibly more than 40 events of damaging winds, and we're talking a little bit more of a widespread concern of just large hail and damaging winds in that category, but perhaps a couple of strong tornadoes as they're happening now, but more of an isolated sense as we work our way through the early parts of the weekend. Hey, that's a look at the latest information from here at Chattanooga Weather Desk. Stay tuned, and if I have to pull some all-nighters to make sure you're safe and your family, that's what I'll do. That's what I'm here for. But for now, please share this video. I'm liking the increase in viewers. Let's keep it up. I'm really loving it. I do want to appreciate all my friends for keeping track, every storm chaser there is. And please, if you want to, mention a little bit about this video and let people know that, hey, everything's going to be all right. Just stay calm and stay focused. Have a great night, everyone.